Prime Minister did not. There are a whole lot of things that offices occupies that he needed to articulate the opportunity of that office with. You are not dealing with primitive people. We are dealing with a civilized world. I remember when he approaches the third man, I can vividly remember how he presented the charter. You think these people are like black people that when you want to hide things away from them, you put it into writing because they will not bother to go back into reading? These people read, these people understand, and they know the concept that is involved in the charter. And as such, they will be working to see if probably we are matured, organized, or even know how to run a very sound, lawful society or a country. And so they are watching us. You think they are fool? They are not fool. They know. So doing this needful become essential. It become a necessity. It become very, very vital. It become an important thing to put in place and get that straight. Then the deal that has already been presented to them, if the time and the moment be for such position of that prime minister to be involved in dealing, then the consent of Biafran cars will be well carried along with that rightful office and the power involved. And that is aside. Secondly, this office will be doing the needful to bring everything into justice. Anyone that will stand on our way, get it straight now that this is Biafran o'clock. This is the only single opportunity we have, and the time is running in our favor. Not that the time is not on our side. The time is running in our favor. We have set a fire even into the bomber of so-called Nigeria, and you can see them running etasketa too late from their hole. The saga of them running etasketa with what lobby is all about, just coming to their subconsciousness, God make it to be so that it was just too late for them to wake up to this. So there is no formulation of lie that they want to present to counter and defend what has already been placed before the table of the world power, and they will not come to counter it when even they themselves have evidences by their personnel that came in the face of their government to investigate and saw what was on ground. So it will be very, very hard and very tough for them this time around. This is not 1967. We've told you BRGIA has come to be your hand. We will designate, and we have done that. We will bring Nigeria to their knee, and we must do that. Our leader must be free. There is no negotiation about that. And the only way to do that is doing this that is needful. By bringing this position that is very, very paramount for them to have a real deal and talk. Because it takes a man that has the upper hand and voice out there in that Washington, D.C., like our home person, a prime minister, the current one, Oge Nkere, who God has been given that privilege to have that opportunity at the corridor of that place earlier before Nigeria could wake up. And so it's a very great and good thing on our side. And this can only get higher momentum and great result, much greater result, when every single Biafra give their solidarity in support. Solidarity in what? In support with funding in the morning, funding in the afternoon, funding at night. We need to do this because our enemy, even though they have the privileges of having the control of our resources, taking charge of the proceeds coming from it as finance, having billions of treasury to fight against our freedom, then I want to tell you that no, the little we have on our side has gained a very higher result. How do you want to merge, or how do you want to have a comparison of a $10,000 fees of your lobby compared to someone that is dishing out millions of dollars at the other side now? But then, result has really proved out that no, the RGIE, the little you were given, much was delivered. And because you have delivered much, higher responsibility become a very great gain that you need to take. You have taken this journey so far to this extent that makes them to be running etasketa, that makes them to be restless, that expose them and naked them before the whole wide world as a terrorist nation. For how long did they think they can hide the truth? I heard it, and I saw it when Rufai was talking on Arise about what the lobbies are doing, which is from BRGI. They are the one doing that campaign now, even in their national television. They are mentioning it, meaning that definitely what we are doing has a very greater impact against our enemy, the zoo. So if we can go to this extent, out of all saga and all manner of instability that came between us, this man was just like, I don't have time to talk, but I believe in action. And
I can't hear you again. Or is it from you? Toti, can you hear Holland?
No, no, I can't hear him anymore.
And I wanted to say something on what you said last time because you made a whole lot of sense. Toti, you were saying that the party constitution must not override the country's constitution. Can you highlight that again for us? Because you were making sense. You understand? And I wanted to add, just like Ngozi wanted the People's Club constitution to override our traditional constitutions. This Biafra nation that is coming, we must not allow the party's constitutions to override the state constitution, the country's constitution. Very, very important. Be able to separate it. And another thing I wanted to, highlight is on this issue of, our people always have this mentality of wanting to rule somebody else, as if, wanting to rule, because if you see what is going on in Nigeria, because they believe that anybody ruling will always have money to pocket, to fill up his or her pocket, will always have time to embezzle the money. So anything that has to do with the government and the leader, they are interested because they believe it's their turn. It's an opportunity. Opportunity you must not lose. Let me tell us, so this Biafra that is coming, this system you will not find it. In fact, for you to be a leader in Biafra government, is a big tax. You have a normal salary. All this siren, well, intimidating others and making nonsense of your own self, it will not happen. Here where I am, there's nothing like a minister is passing. Siren is blocking the road. In fact, the governor will pass. You won't even know. So please, Tati, can you highlight on that for us while we wait for people to pick up the mic? Are you free?
Yeah, Sister Stella, thank you very much. The reason why I use the party system constitution that is happening in Nigeria today is because of, due to the development that happened yesterday. So many people, some of us, some people anyway, doesn't believe in what the Biafran Republic government in exile is, most especially some of these breakaway group. That is why, like in the comment section, I see where some of them are saying, did we get the endorsement from our former prime minister before electing a new prime minister? So I'm trying to make them understand that we are not following man, but we are following our constitution. What the Biafra Republic government in exile did yesterday is in accordance to our charter and bylaws, and it doesn't need the endorsement of the incarcerated prime minister, former prime minister. It doesn't need his opinion. Once it has been established that he is incapacitated, incarcerated, or under detention, the law has to move by replacing. Even our bylaw said after 3 months, if it is confirmed that he cannot be able to function through his office, that the government needs to move on to closing that vacuum, that government vacuum, because we can't allow that vacuum to extend for so much time. So bringing that party system mentality, law, if it is not my way, it is the highway, we never walk in Biafra land. That is what we are trying to, educate our Biafran people. So it doesn't matter how you feel. If you are not playing according to the template and constitution of the Biafra Republic government in exile, I'm sorry to tell you, your opinion doesn't count. So you must fall in line and make sure that if you are coming to counter what the Biafra Republic government in exile is doing, make sure you come with facts that align with our laws. You cannot just come and start telling us what you have in your head. Now, let me tell you guys something, because the other day I jumped into the program of Madame Van Van Van. See, people can be so dangerous. People can be so manipulative, and people can be so stupid. I come across that his program. It's like somebody posted it somewhere, and I came across it, and he was trying to, to whitewash an obvious fact that in the absence, he was trying to ask that question that, okay, in the absence of the president who's supposed to take over, and somebody came into that his program and tried to counter him and say, what you're saying is wrong. The next person to take over is, if for example, where there is president and vice president, the next person to take over is the vice president automatically. They don't need any story or anything. The vice president takes over the government and start acting on the authority of the president. Even in American Constitution, it is there where most of the countries today that are democratic are taking their laws from. But in our own case scenario, there was no deputy prime minister, because we are operating on a prime minister government and arrangement. So there was no deputy prime minister. So the cabinet member have to vote for an acting prime minister, which was duly done constitutionally. And that is how our acting prime minister, His Excellency, who is the prime minister today, came into power as the acting prime minister. And head on for the prime minister, thinking that maybe they can be able, the prime minister can be able to come out and start, functioning in the capacity, in the full capacity in his office. But the law said 3 months. That is what our bylaw said. Now they waited for almost 1 year or 1 year. I think it's high time we need to move on to fight for him. So you coming in to bring in that Nigeria mentality of party constitution overriding the national constitution, it is wrong, and it will never work in Biafra. It doesn't matter what group that you belong. If you are not part of Brigi, because Brigi is not two, Brigi is one, which is recognized by the Justice Department of the United States of America. And if you are not in line with what Brigi is doing, whatever party arrangement that you have with your fellow party shenanigans cannot happen or even have a single effect in what the Biafra Republic government in exile is doing. And I will repeat again, if you want to challenge our actions as the Biafran people operating under the Biafra Republic government in exile, come with facts that aligns with our constitution. Because something like this have happened during the time of the breakaway group of Mamadabu. Instead of them, because they will be the ones to shout, read your charter, read your bylaw, read your charter, read your charter. But when the time comes to do what that charter, that law says, they start twisting it, try to, but you know now, Mazi Simonekpa have paid so much price now. We have to wait. So we have to wait for eternity without any clue of him even coming out from there, without doing anything to make sure that we bring him out from there. Somebody needs to make that mantle, take up that mantle, that burden, because sometimes most of you think that maybe becoming the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government is a bed of roses. No, it is a burden. The newly elected Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government has taken up upon himself the burden of over 80 million Biafrans. It is not an easy job. You that is yapping your mouth that if you will not be able to do it. And that is why we need to support him. We should do away with this mentality of party system or party constitution that overrides the national constitution. No, it doesn't matter how you feel. No, the law doesn't care about your feelings. The law doesn't care about your emotions. The law is supreme and will always reign supreme. And we are standing on that mandate. We are standing on that mandate because in the Helsinki Declaration, the charter was raised up but by our former Prime Minister and said from this day, whatever we do as a people will be in accordance to this charter. So who are you out there that wants to come and change it? Come and change it. Even our former Prime Minister cannot change it. If we go to court, if I challenge him to court, I will even win him. Because everything the charter has not been changed. There have never been any convention or any conference to adjust the charter. The charter still stands. So everybody needs to understand, if we want a better country where the law will favor the rich, the high and mighty, and even the common man, we must always make sure we stand on the law, because the law is what is protecting the common man. When you try to allow yourself to be used with all these crooked people, all these power mongers for their own selfish interest, tomorrow they will eat you up the way the Nigerian terrorist government is eating up its so-called citizens that he claims to govern today. And that is what we don't want in Biafra. When the time comes to adjust the charter, if we adjust the charter and the charter says anything, we will still follow. But as of now, this is what the charter says, this is what the bylaw says, and that is where the Biafran people are standing upon. And it's for the betterment of every Biafran man and woman out there. Every one of you need to take note. Don't allow even the present government, they cannot even change that thing. And they cannot go out. If they go out from what the law says, we will come and challenge them. Citizen normally takes government to court, or if people don't know, you can take your government to court that this is what you said, but today you are not doing anything about it. Yes, citizen can take the government to court in a civilized and then a responsible country. You can sue your government to court and they will pay you for damages. So that is why we need to take these our laws very seriously, despite our reservations, our emotions, or maybe the way we feel it is right. No, the law has given us a channel, a template, a route to get our freedom, and we have been following that template, and we all have been seeing the result. And that is why today, Honorable Oge Nkere, the newly elected Prime Minister, and our lobbyist, Mazi Elias Gerasolis, and our international lawyer have been able to summon the Nigerian terrorist government, United States of America. So they are there now to answer. Why are they killing Christians? Why are they killing Biafran Christians? And, after this diplomatic, they termed it diplomatic war. They termed it diplomatic war. So after this diplomatic war in Washington, D.C., they will come back with so much tears in their eyes, while we will come back home with Biafra. That is what I'm promising every one of you out there. But you have one particular thing to do, one particular priority to follow, which is continue to fund your freedom. Don't be distracted by the distractors, because they are only here to destroy but not to build. Follow the builders. And the head of the builder is the newly elected Prime Minister, Oge Nkere. So thank you very much, Sister Stella. I just want to elaborate more regarding that Nigeria party system constitution that always override the national constitution that's supposed to protect the common interest of the common man. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. At least we are in school and we are learning a lot. Thank you. You're correct. We'll go to Solomon. Solomon, you have the mic. You're welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, all Biafrans and the house. Am I coming out well?
Solomon. Hello,
Yeah,
Solomon.
so
Hello, Solomon. Sorry.
Okay,
Please, Ola. Solomon, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Please, I want to take permission from you. And while I talk to Auntie Stella, please, just give me that little privilege to just conclude. I had internet challenge. That's why I got tripped off immediately. Let me just conclude with just
Okay,
like 2 minutes.
okay,
Then I will
yes,
hand over my
so
mic.
after we
If you
finish.
allow me, I will go. If you don't allow me, I can just step down.
okay, go on, go on.
You can't even hear me. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Auntie Stella. Thank you, Solomon. Toti, you have said it and you have spoken it well. You have lighted a lot of things out well. But please, 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 we are not here to joke. This 2026, a lot of things will happen. You think it's only on this lobby matter they are crying come from? All these psychiatrist women will cry. I'm just telling you the truth. Do you think we don't have the hard copy? The initial hard copy. Do you think we don't have it? That somebody tamper with it, you know what it means? For you to change the charter, for you know what it means? See, they were only hooking Oge.
No, it's not the charter. It's by law they were tampering with it.
I mean the bylaw rather. You know they were talking about all these chara Auntie Stella is supposed to understand me. All these chara people and the Ukmumeri psychiatrist women that they were shouting that no, the PM said that you cannot take me to court. The PM said this time around now we have the PM. If I do what is not good as far as this journey is concerned, in as much no is a government that I am still operating under them and I believe for them that the freedom should come through them. And I do contrary, they can deal with me. Then I will you people what we are talking of what has involved life. Then one she raided the group will now be say party BRG2, BRG3. Let the fight is really coming up and it's going to be highly interesting. He's not taking any order from anybody, but he will be taking order within his ministerial team. And these people, we have seen what they can do. We have seen what they have been doing. We have seen what they have done. We are proud of them. And the mantle that is being given to this, our current PM, Oge Nkere, we know what he will bring out of it. Many people will be brought to book, not only Nigeria, including all these abattoirs will be brought to book. The only thing I was expecting that no, we need to do is what we have done. Now that the mantle has been given to him, he cannot act effectively. He has been doing that actually, but no, much power is just being given to him. You remember, let me just dash a bit to this their rubbish zoo area. You remember when Oshibanjo was just there? Oshibanjo couldn't just do contrary much too much because of Buhari conditions that they used to tam. No, the man couldn't just do otherwise. Even when he do contrary, he didn't know he was almost being fired. But we are not operating in such. We are organized. We have a law. And so if anyone want to jeopardize this freedom, you will collect. That's just the truth. And so I want to say thank you very much for the team that has worked with Oge for all this while. Toti, Auntie Stella, all the Eunice, all the Inky, all of you, thank you. All the team member that make the journey easy for Oge Nkere on behalf of Biafran people, looking less of whether we are not much, he was just there focused. And he really did what the foundation of Nigeria want to feel. They felt it. For the first time, the US we come to react against the havoc and evil being wreaked against the indigenous people, whether being Christian. You know what that means? This is the work of BRGIA. And this man has been doing it for a long, long time. So you think he just started yesterday? No. Biafra will make Nigerians to sweat. They say they won't spend, but all I just ask of you, Biafrans, this is the time for you to now enormously, genuinely support this government. You are needed as much as possible. Giving the support to this government, it will hesitate faster. It will quicken it faster, rather, to make sure that no, our freedom gets to the base of where every one of us will shout hallelujah. So please, 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 and please, everybody just need to sit up now. We have a government running with a governing head that is there to be a voice without taking any instruction from any quarter, rather than taking instruction and counsel, advices from all his team ministers. That is all. And so we need to support him. On this platform, I want to say congratulations to you, my Prime Minister, Oge Nkere. More wisdom, more strength in health, and you are the last battle. You are just the finishing point for them. And at the tail end, after this very moment, Biafra will emerge. Nigeria must cry home. Thank you very much. And I chatted my madam, 30, 30 pages coming up, 3 o'clock tomorrow. Please be on this page till when Auntie Stella call it today. Thank you.
It's
Thank
2000.
you.
It's not
Thank you.
30. It's 2000. It's not 30. It's 2000 page
Yes,
I'm
yes, yes.
coming
I
up.
mean, yes, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. Thank you.
I don't know whether I want to join me and 2000
How
together
did you
now,
change
please.
the
No,
avatar?
no, no, no. Wait. Now me cause am. Now me
Also,
cause
also,
am.
also,
Come keep
also,
it up. Keep
when you do
it.
Madam Mora, when you do Madam Mora,
Yeah,
you don't
you
know your madam
rage.
name.
Rage, I want to warn you. Take time. You too they interject. Or they watch you say so. They give her the Stella chance. They give a 30. They give her a chance. Maybe they give you cooperation. Or you too they rage anyhow. Wait now. Take time. I
Don't
greet you,
mind
my
him.
brother.
God will
Thank
bring
you.
him down now. And he will not come and tell, don't bring me down. Oh. Rage is so lovely. You don't even know how to give him punishment anymore. You know, just like a
I
baby
love
that
you all. I love
you
you
give
all.
a
I love
welcome.
you all. My heart
And
is filled with joy.
he
Thank
now
you very
just started
much. I
saying,
celebrate you all.
when he started crying, which hand will you use in beating the baby again? That's what the rage is doing here. Eh? You're about to smile him down. You
Oh
hear the
my
kid, oh.
goodness.
Don't take me down, oh. Don't take me down. You won't know what to do again.
Rage,
But
your
he's
woto
been doing
woto.
very
They're not
well.
going to stand down.
He's been good today anyway. He's listening. At least his antenna is wired. You know, he's collecting the whole information very well.
All right, from me, from here, Solomon, you can take it after Auntie Stella give it to you. Thank you. I love you. While I'm on the listening session. Thank you very much. I love every one of you. Thank you, man. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so Solomon, you have the mic, please. Oh.
Okay. Thank you, Stella, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Totti Villa, Holland, for this submission you gave now, and for all the speakers that have been speaking before now. And I thank you. I thank every Biafran that is here for this arrangement. This arrangement is perfect one. This arrangement is a long-awaited arrangement, and we have done it. So we have arrived. So my congratulations goes to our PM Oge Nkere. In short, he merited it, and now he stand a chance to give order. Strong, we not without distraction, because all these inconsequential people, they are so distracted. They're distracting us that they are doing all sort of things. You know, a body, anybody without a head is a demon. Any body person moving and they don't have a head You have a hand, you have a leg,
Bam.
I have a stomach, you have
There
everything,
one.
but without head, that person is a demon.
Echo demon. Echo here.
I can't call that any government without head. It's can't. So now we have a head. You know, the atrocity these people have done is to carry our leader. I mean, our spin leader to go and keep where they like and do him caricature for many years. Now they keep us dormant. And some inconsequential people love us to continue waiting for a person that is inside to be giving order. You know, and when they found out that our former PM Simon Ekpa is strong, that is the moving train, they go and pick him again and sabotage and short give money to many inconsequential people, the Judas in our midst, and they begin to sabotage many things just to jeopardize the effort of Mazen Nandekan and Simon Ekpa. But now we are ahead of them. In short, 1 million mile ahead of them. So we have done it. We have hold the bull by the horn. So what if you watch Venezuela, the moment they carry their president, they get a person taking charge instant, and the person is doing well now. So had it been they leave that this thing, see the animal was weak, just come bring one out, you know, say he's a prime minister. You see, that animal that called Wazike, if really he's something reasonable. Armor tanker, we ran his house and they will carry him, carry the president. I mean the person that you mentioned, prime minister. They will carry him because he's in the zoo. Our leader is in the prison. Then he come out, him that has sold the struggle. You know, just is Nigeria is a joker. They're just playing their idiocy to the world to know. They know carry the person, but the person that is outside with the microphone, they say he's a terrorist. But the man that commit the rape treason, they did not touch him. So now we are doing the right thing now. So I congratulate our PM Oge Nkere. I congratulate him. God will be his strength. God will be his vigor. God will give him more wisdom. Wisdom of 1,000 men or more than 1,000 men. The type he gave to our PM. Now, this are current PM now. We take us to the promised land. You know, our movement, our government is a government with the head. Our government is government with the reason. Now you can now talk with the men that matters. Not that one will go on top. They are waiting for him. So that delayance, that wasting of time, we don't need it. So time around, we can take decision. Any person that stand on our way, like Olabu Fulani, that's intellectuals is in this government. This government is not a government of kwe. Now the men now. So in short, we are smart I will drop my microphone for others to continue to talk. So I'm very glad, I'm very happy. So let us not mind all the animals that is making noise. Somebody like Europe is a traitor. It's not any professor. You know, there's no, in short, no, you have no brain, now brain damage. So with many of them, I know that many of them will come up, but they are just beating about the bush. They are beating about the bush. We have done the right thing. So as our PM will be going now, that is short. We double his portfolio now. So now the thing will enter body. So that is where I will drop. So all hail Biafra.
Yeah, and thank you very much, Mazi Solomon. I hope I'm coming out, please. Somebody should acknowledge. Please, am I coming out? All right, thank you.
We can hear you.
All right, thank you, Mazi David. Mazi David, I've called you before, but it's like your network has been disturbing you. You can take the mic now. Then after you, Mazi, 1 minute, Simon, I will go. Thank you.
Okay.
Mazi David, your network is too bad. Mazi David, can you hear me? Can anyone hear Mazi David? Let me know, maybe it's from my side. Can anyone hear me, please? I need a reaction, please.
Yes, can hear you.
Nobody can hear him. Nobody can hear him. Nobody can hear him. Maybe in Nigeria self they borrow Mazi David network. I'm not quite even understand.
Okay, thank you very much. Mazi David, please, we can't hear you out here in the space. Can you please go down and adjust your network, please, so you can come back and take the mic, please. 1 million Samonek, are you there? You can. Where is 1 million? Yeah, 1 million. You can have the mic now. 1 million, are you there? All right, it's like 1 million Samonekwa is somehow engaged. Oh, are you not? Hey, I don't know. Senior citizen Stella, please try and see if you can bring 1 million Simonekwa up, because.
Yes,
Okay. 1 million, are you there?
Yes, so hey, give me. Now, how am I going to put it? The shaft has been separated from the wheat itself. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Hey, first of all, I want to say congratulations to all members of Biafra government in exile. I want to say congratulations. You know, your decisions is the mind of the people, is the wish of the people. And we say that Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to brainstorm each and every one of you with wisdom in the highest order, because we are fighting arrays of enemies and we understand. We have never been shaken. I say congratulations once again. My heart is so much filled with joy and happiness. Only those who know knows. Only those who see understand what we are seeing beyond. But this is the time for each and every one of us to rise up and step up and step up our game in the highest order, because the shaft has already been separated from the wheat itself. If you ask me, I will now tell you now we have a prime minister. I think one of our meeting we're having. Yes, my brother, are you back? Let me use my mic now so you can go on after I will come in. Thank you very much. Go ahead if you are still there.
Okay, thank you. Great. I was multitasking, so while Toti was calling me, I was actually listening to that interview that our lobby shared on his as well, and it was very, very interesting. So we went to use another device to enter, so it was not network anyway. So yes, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity once again to speak to Biafrans. And 1 million, welcome. We really appreciate your presence, and every other person that is on this space. You know, today is congratulation galore to our Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Oge Nkere. Honorable Oge Nkere has paid his dues. Very, very important. And we, the Biafran people, appreciate him. We acknowledge his sacrifices. And Chukwu Okike Abiama rewarded him with that position that he said that he's going to give to him so that he continue to go errand for the Biafran people, because he's a messenger. He's just going to the message that the Biafran people sent to him. And they sent him to Washington, D.C. to make sure that the issue of Biafra is brought before the American government, and which he has been doing diligently. So, and coupled with, in line with what we have in our bylaws, in our charter, we have to make it official, even when the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, already endorsed that. So, congratulations once again, Honorable Oge Nkere. Now, there is something that is very, very interesting that is happening in this time. If you listen to how Biafra is now the topic of the world right now. As we speak, any channel you open, it is Biafra this, Biafra that, lobbies this, lobbies that. In Nigeria, they are shaking. In Abuja, everybody they shake, including all those illegitimate governors that you have in your southeast. And that brings me back to what our leader, NNAMDI KANU, said. NNAMDI KANU said, we are not going to pay them a dime to carry the news of Biafra. Please tell me, how much did you pay for Biafra to be?
If they not talk about us, who go buy the paper?
Mazi David, you are muted.
Nobody go buy the newspaper.
I'm being distracted. 1 minute, I'll call back. I'll come.
They must talk about
back.
us. One in one option.
Mazi David, this 1 minute, because I want the next person to go. That means when you come back, you need to wait for the next person to finish before you go ahead. Are you there?
I say stop calling them man.
All right, Mazi, so you can go ahead. Maybe when he comes back, he will wait for you to finish.
But the
so
other from Facebook, screenshot this idiot. Good morning, Biafra. Congratulations. We are going home. Biafra is here.
I was muted, my boss.
If you
see the problem, anytime I call you my boss, they will mute me. I don't know whether it's Google or Hey, Chukwu Okike Abiama, is this how you walk? Is this how Chukwu Okike Abiama walks? So now we now have our Prime Minister. Few weeks ago, when we were together on the meeting, I addressed him as my Prime Minister. I was like, after I said, what happened? I said, yes. I addressed him as even before now. I knew.
If you verse,
so you see, congratulations once more, my Prime Minister. In the name of Mazi Oge Nkere, His Excellency, we love you so much.
Bam.
You know, it is not just because we love you. It is out of your diligence. It's out of your submissions. It was out of your good works. It was out of your transparencies. It was out of your being loyal, being humble, especially not to any man, not to anybody, but to the Biafran cause itself, which is very, very important to the people. We love you so much. And I really want to say thank you very much to every member of the cabinet who made this happen. I say may God continue to increase each and every one of you with wisdom, because this is exactly what we need at this particular time to control things, things that we can see and things beyond. We really need that wisdom, and that is what has just played today. We are very, very happy. Our heart is gladdened. We are filled with joy. And now we understand that the shaft has already been separated from the wheat itself. So because there is nowhere anybody will say now they are going to report this and that. Now we have the Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile. So you as a Biafran, wherever you find yourself, in whatever group you find yourself, neither from the Biafran government in exile, then you should know who is your leader. So as it stands now, the Biafran government in exile, which is piloting the affairs of the Biafran people, we are saying congratulations once more to our Prime Minister in the name of Oge Nkere. So yeah, I don't know for those of you who has been, parading yourselves in one corridor or the other, now the shaft have been separated. So it is left for you to, retrace your steps and know exactly where to be. And as for those of you who have been personating the Biafra government in exile, know it very well that there is a difference between acting and prime minister. So, and this thing is, it is not just by mouth, it is under constitution, it is under law. It is not just like the way you are looking at all those your group. The warning has been given before, but most of you still, instead of you to do the right thing, most of you still went ahead and continued to be, impersonating. So at this particular time, you all know that this government is not a government is not a government that tolerates nonsense. So, and though this is the time for us to be more focused in our lobbies, and the time for us to be more focused in our goals. So, as for those of you who will want to allow yourself to be used at this particular time, remember that we will not tolerate any act of sabotage, any act of infiltration, any act of misconduct. It is unacceptable. We are very, very serious, and we are very, very more focused than ever. Yes, the game has just stepped on. So we know exactly the monsters even within and outside that we are obligated, and it is our task to make sure that we do everything possible to hold the line until our recognition, until our goal. Do you understand that goal? That goal, it doesn't really matter any man or woman. You see, that goal must be achieved. So this is what I want each and every one of us to understand. The shaft has already been separated from the wheat itself. Those of you who will allow yourself to be used, or who will allow yourself to be deceived, this is the time for you to retrace your step. This is the time for you to come on board. This is the time for you to support the right path. There will be no excuse. There will be no had I know, because everything is now happening between our eyes. So it is left for each and every one of us to understand that it is no longer like before. I have told you that there is a difference between acting and the prime minister. Whether prime minister or acting or current, there is a difference between that. So now we have a current prime minister who is now serving and working for the Biafran people. If you are there, if you are out there, you allow yourself to be deceived. We are not under the Biafran government in exile, and you are impersonating, using the Biafran logo and all those things. Be very, very careful, because this time around you will not say you are going to report to Mazi, our ex-prime minister in the prison. You will not say you are going to report to him that now this one is happening, that one is happening. You are on your own, because even him himself, he knows that is the right thing to do, and that is the right step we, the Biafran people, the Biafran government in exile, has taken. So respect that decision. Respect that decision. Keep your pride, because that pride and that ego that you people are trying to maintain and trying to keep is going to destroy you. We are doing the right thing, and keep your pride and embrace the right thing, and let's come together in one voice, support our prime minister, support the Biafran government in exile, so that we'll be able to achieve our goal. Thank you very much. I will yield the mic here. I think Mazi David is back.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazi David, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm back. Okay, thank you so much. Sorry for that. You know, we are multitasking. What time I was speaking, I was being distracted.
I have to stop this.
So, like I was saying, our leader, Mazin Nandi KANU,